Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to look at the solutions, the question that I gave to my students. Okay, there were 20 questions of UNEB that I gave to my students, and here are the solutions that are preferably required. Okay, we're going to look at one by one up to 10, then from 10 to 20. To begin with, these three major specifications one would consider when buying a laptop computer. Okay, here you are just majorly putting out three things one would consider buying a laptop. In other words, you bring out the characteristics of a good laptop that you'd want somebody to have. Okay, it should be the size. Okay, it should be the capability of the running of software, be a better lifespan. Okay, should have ability to communicate with other peripheral devices. By other peripheral devices, we mean other devices, external devices can connect our computer to improve its functionality. The storage, okay, of the hard disk, amount of the RAM, the processor, speed, the power, okay. By the power we mean how long does that laptop take the battery, okay, how much power consumption, how much can it consume, how much power can it consume, and so on. Then the problem was illustrate the information processing cycle, the cycle in which the data goes through to become the information. Okay, this you see, you have to show that data was inputted into the process. Okay, inputted, then it processed. Okay, then you have the storage, it is stored, it can also be retrieved, and you get out the information. So you have input, process, you output, and store. Okay. Next we have distinguish between cold booting and warm booting. With cold booting, we see you refers to the starting of a computer that has been powered off completely. The moment you start a computer that is not on, has been not on, you have done cold booting. Okay, you are starting afresh, it has been not running. Whereas warm booting refers to the starting of a computer that is already powered on. Okay, let's see three circumstances under which a computer can be warm booted. Okay, for example, when a computer freezes. Okay, when a computer memory is full. Okay, after installation of a new software, they may bring you a requirement that please allow this software to be updated, then refresh or restart your computer. Get it? Even during the installation of an operating system, you see the computer prompting you to restart, and so many others. Okay, maybe after software update, after installing the software, when a deadlock occurs. Okay, by deadlock we mean these are one or more tasks, okay, that make that computer to hang. Okay, maybe a computer was running a certain application, and another application also was opened at the same time, and there are no more space for the computer to run. Then it goes into what we call a deadlock. Okay, then also if you want to clear malicious infection like malware, spyware, and the viruses in the memory, those are the circumstances under which a computer will be warm booted. Let's go on. What is information and communication technology? Okay, here you have to bring out the knowledge that please, this information and communication technology is a collection of related technological tools that you use to create, to store, to manage, and disseminate information. Okay, a collection of these technological tools that we use, we create the data. Okay, we store the data, we manage that data or process that data, and we output it as information that is meaningful to the user. That's what we call information and communication technology. Okay. They're asking now, outline any 3 measures that can be taken to prevent environmental degradation through the use of ICT. Okay. Here they ask, how can you use, what are those measures that have been maybe put in place by the government or can be put in place by the government, prevent, all by you people, okay, by the organizations, prevent the environmental degradation through use of ICT. How can ICT help us now prevent environmental degradation? Okay, here you can say, by minimizing use of paper, by using the internet to send emails and physicals. Okay, you know, when these papers now are dumped into our environment, they possess much hazardous, okay, content in them, our environment. So in order to reduce that one, you have to use the email. Okay, even by the proper recycling or disposing of the e-waste. When your computer malfunctions, okay, when your speakers, when your TV got malfunction and they are no longer working, do you just throw them away or you take them to recycling company? Okay, how do you dispose them? So through through the use of ICT, here we can now educate people on how we can use and recycle, maybe dispose very well the electronic waste. Also to sensitize about the environmental degradation through social media platform, via TikTok, via WhatsApp, Google Meets, Zoom, okay, TVs and so on. Okay, through television shows, sensitize people about environmental management. I think we have heard of all sorts of radio announcements. Okay, then you have heard of TV shows talking about environmental degradation. All that one they are using ICT prevent environmental degradation. Another one we are going for, give 2 reasons why file management is important in a computer system. By file management, we mean how those files are managed. Those files are managed by what we call an operating system. It helps us in the file management in terms of creating a file, renaming a file, zipping a file, okay, zipping a file, and so many others. So how are they important in a computer system? To improve file security through use of password and file conversion. Okay, if you don't want your file to be accessed, then file management allows you to put a password onto your file. Okay, to free up space for more files through file compression. If the files are too big, then you compress them to have a small thing, or what you zip them to have something small so that you can have space for other files. For quick file transfer, if you know that transferring a Word document is very hard, then you do what we call file conversion. Convert that Word document into a PDF document which will have lighter, okay, lighter weight that you can transfer it. Okay, they also help us to quickly access them. So we can group the files, we can name them, we can put them in one folder, and so on and so on. Then list 3 operations that can be performed on a file. There are so many, but for them they asked us about 3. So start by creating a file. A file can be created, can be opened, can be updated, can be deleted, can be closed, okay, and zip it. They can be binary, you sort them according to the alphabetical order, okay, according to the one that you modified. It can be backed up, you can share it, you can scan it, and so many more. Explain the term troubleshooting as used in computers. Okay, by troubleshooting here we mean this is the process for identifying and solving problems on a computer. Even in other, it's an English word, troubleshoot. Trouble, then shooting it. That means you find a trouble and shoot at it. You find a trouble, identify it, then you solve it. Okay? Or fix it. That's what we can say by troubleshooting. State 3 ways in which one can troubleshoot a computer that has failed to start. Okay? Just in case your computer has failed to start, how could you look for the solution? How could you look for that problem and find the solution? For example, somebody when a computer fails to restart, to start, he first ask himself, are all hardware is connected properly? You look at the keyboard, is it connected properly? You look at the monitor, is it connected properly? You look at the mouse, is it connected properly? Somebody even looks at the hard disk, is it connected properly? Okay, so let's see if all components are receiving power well, then we go to the next step. Okay, look at its startup disk. If somebody tries to repair the operating system, see maybe the operating system is not the one starting. Okay, some people also move ahead to remove the storage media like flash. Okay, remove the storage media like cards, that it memory cards as well, so that it external hard disk that it can start properly. Okay, and they ensure that there is proper connection to that computer. Okay, also ensure that that computer is connected to the power voltage that is properly the required one. Okay, because sometimes you find that your computer receives much power, okay, and for you are supplying it with a power cable that is supplying very less voltage, so it won't start. Okay, uh, thank you for listening. You have been good viewers and good listeners to this video. Come next, the next video will be starting from number 6 to number 10. Okay, see you there. Thank you very much.